we are headed back out here on the Emerald Coast for the first time in quite a while, and bringing back one of my all-time favorite approaches to any sort of video. No particular goal in mind, no target species, let the hunt take us where it will, and see if we can find anything good for our trophy lodge. Now, I do want to start this video by clarifying that Crocs and the quest to get a gold rare Croc are a huge part of the inspiration for coming here to Emerald Coast, but this was a map where we were able to get all the diamonds pretty quickly, and therefore we didn't spend a ton of time on the map. There's a lot of potential trophies out here that I'd love to get. We got some cool rares and obviously the diamonds that we have in the trophy lodge, but there's a lot of stuff beyond just crocodiles that I want to actually spend time going after. So we will be in Croc territory, but it's not as if we're going to just solely run the coast or join like 5 servers and only hunt for Crocs. We're going to be all over the place. Like pretty soon it's going to be Hog Deer drink time, and we'll be hunting for them in the places they tend to frequent, and we'll kind of see what that leads to. But 2 crocodiles for the price of 1, because this one went aggressive, double lung, and then a single lung shot from the 338. I decided not to bring the 44 lever action for once today, even though I do think it's the best gun for them. Weapons as powerful as like the 300 or the 338 clearly can get the job done pretty much just as well. So 902 scoring gold for that, and it is 1300. Hog Deer are going to start to drink, so I think maybe we'll follow this up around and actually come down to this lake, because that's a pretty good spot. Ooh, that's not a bad Hog Deer, and of course, it's at least supposed to be fleeing. So we have the 22-250, and it's probably the worst of the class 3 guns to take that shot with. Looks like we got him anyway. The follow-up I don't think did any good, because he finally went to flee. Yeah, I guess he just happened to be the one spot where he couldn't get out of the drink zone to like actually flee. It was only a level 4, but it went up to 113, and I think it's the other rack that is like the level 4 diamond ones. He's probably going to be barely 100 or even in the 90s, but not a bad way to get us started. And even with the less than ideal shooting, didn't make it far at all. Yeah, 96 score, 47 kilo flat. And we did just barely get through the shoulder and into the right lung. The follow-up shot, he had just taken off, so it was a bit too far back. So we'll definitely take that. Hopefully we can build on that and find some even better ones. And I want to actually get down to here. I know there's a lot of Hog Deer in that area, and it's maybe even a better sandbar spot, but we're quite a ways from sandbar drink time. Maybe we kind of drop back through there. We'll just kind of see how this one goes. There are just some quality Hog Deer on this server, apparently. We have 2 pretty decent ones in this zone, and we're still, by the way, not at the lake we were actually going towards. I decided to just kind of swing by this one and then go down and around, and another pretty decent 4 here. I at least think he's bigger than the one beside him, and again, kind of weird angle, but that I feel way more confident about than the last one, and if the last one landed as expected, this one will too. And wouldn't you know it, we spooked off a PieBald female Hog Deer. Oh, it just went nervous. I wonder, so I've got the 22. If we can get it to maybe turn, even though that's pretty far for the 22-250, I think we can get that. Don't love the angle. Do I trust that enough? I want it broadside. That I know we can do, and I'm not even sure to like 220 right now. Don't know what distance to 0 for and which one's actually going to be better. And I don't think she's going to really cooperate and do exactly what we're looking for. Maybe like that? Gonna take 2 shots just for good measure. I think we got it. Good deal. That could have been way worse if it were, obviously had that been a PieBald male, because I still don't think we have one in the live game. We got a leucistic gold in early access, but I'm pretty sure we have 0 rare male Hog Deer in our lodge. We might have taken a little bit more time with that, but especially given the fact that you've only got so long for the drink zones, definitely wanted to try to get that and not have to track it for forever, and 22-250 delivers again. So firstly, our second definitely gold Hog Deer male, I gotta think this is better than that 96. Well, it's a 93, so I guess it's not. It was definitely bigger than the one beside it. It looks wider set, but I guess that's not enough to push the score as high as the last one. He's a half a kilo lighter as well. And then, first trophy of the hunt, PieBald female and all, but it's exactly the point of doing a hunt like this. It's Hog Deer drink time, we're going to hunt Hog Deer, see what we can find, and there's a rare waiting on us. Now to be fair, I never actually went to the impact. Ran right past it, but she's laying right over here. So let's take a look and see what we've got for that. I think this is the better piebald pattern, to be honest. Left lung the first time, just barely. Snuck it inside of the front shoulder. And then actually through the shoulder. And then the left lung on the second shot. Not bad. So I think we'll tax that, even if it's just for the second trophy lodge. They do look really, really cool. I'd love to get ideally a gold male to put in the main lodge eventually, but for now we'll get to add another piebald doe. That one might be a little bit more special. That's a 4, but 97 to 114. I honestly thought that might be a 5. And ironically enough, our 22-250 is out of bullets. We're at the very end of Hog Deer drink time, so this thing could leave at any time. Want to make sure we get a lung shot in there. I think he's going to be by far our best one. And as we move into sandbar drink time, I'm kind of excited to look for some of them. We haven't hunted them in a while. Nice to finally get a decent male hog deer anyway. But then the question becomes, just how high scoring is this one? I think he'll top 100 for sure, but will he be up around that 108 mark? He is 104, so not bad. Little bit shy of diamond, misses by about 4. But yeah, these beams are just a little bit kind of straighter. They don't curl in as much. This is at least the frame shape that can make diamond at level 4. It still would have to be, particularly large, probably wider set, get a little bit of extra spread credit to make it. But we'll definitely take that as we move into the next drink time slot. So close to being exactly what we wanted. We have a piebald to serve veg track here, but of course it is an axis deer, which, while similar to hog deer, not quite what we are going to be after, but that could still be pretty cool. Hopefully we can figure out where it is. I will be honest, I don't have a clue what axis deer do at 1800. So we're about to potentially get an education in axis deer zone times. But hopefully we just kind of run this down. We can maybe get a warning call and not spook it. It's very old tracks. Who knows? Like, these are in a straight line. So hard to think it's necessarily close to us. And I'd like to find it in the daylight. Get into, after dark, it could be a real problem. So we're going to run. We're going to hope for the best. Maybe we luck out and spot him in the distance. I think we might have found them. I don't see a piebald yet, but there's a bunch of axis deer resting right there. Yeah, that track just lit up. It's kind of in the same area as the tracks of our piebald. That's not him. Is the right weight range, though? That's not him. He almost has to be in there, so we're alerting the group. Surely if he's in there and he stands up, we'll be able to see him. Where was he? Just walked out from behind that tree? Gonna get that shot before he goes anywhere, because broadside and in that perfect position to get with the 22-250, we'll take that every time. We had to literally just keep on moving. And I get, he had to be, my guess is he was resting behind this big root. That's almost got to be what happened, because you can see the blood right back there. That's where we shot him at. And I don't even honestly know the gold requirement for axis deer. He was okay. I think maybe he could be gold, but it depends on how high that requirement is. Some species, it seems to be kind of, closer to the diamond requirement than others. But not bad. And the new piebald axis deer, they look really, really nice. So let's take a look. I'm going to say probably silver now that I'm seeing that again. He is the full 3x3 though. Yeah, silver at 123.95, but cool looking deer. Yeah, that misses gold by 30, so not even close. But we got the lung shot, got him in the daylight. And by the way, we did get host of this server, so we could change the time at any point. But I'd always rather find them without changing the time. When you change the time, they move around, they can be hard to find. It's better if you can stay on the tracks to just do it that way. But probably quite soon, we will end up resting back to morning, so we're not having this entire server hunting at night. But 2 piebalds now, not bad. We are just all of a sudden on an insane streak here. Of our last 4 encounters, 2 piebalds, I think 1 big common hog deer, and now we've got a level 5 sandbar. I kind of think it might troll, but the only reason that we're even still hunting in the dark right now, I asked if everybody wanted a time change, and everybody was kind of cool with the current in-game time, so I don't think we've even fired. We've got the 7mm bolt action today. First time we're going to use it. And I don't know if we actually got the heart shot. but that's going to bring him down. We'll see if that somehow ends up making diamond, and maybe we can have our first main lodge edition anyway. But I think diamond is 164 or something like that, so pretty low estimate. Maybe we luck out. He just didn't look huge to me. All that said, I don't think we have a diamond with this fur type. In fact, I'm nearly certain we don't, so would be nice if he is big enough. But yeah, 156 though, way shy of diamond. Diamond's actually 166 even, not 164. So a whole 10 shy. He just didn't look it from a distance to me. We did get the heart shot, so we'll take that. But Emerald Trollst, as it quickly got the nickname of right after the map came out, continues to do that, but can't complain. 2 rares today. You had to figure something wasn't going to go our way. Well, all good things must come to an end. And I suppose, although not with the greatest first shot, our streak of basically everything being solid finally is going to end here with a silver croc. Pretty sure that other one was going to run by us since we shot, so we're all good there. But just kind of passing through croc territory, maybe we'll be able to get after, like, Rusa Deer a little bit. I don't think we've shot a single one today. But we gotta just kind of pass through these spots that we haven't been to yet. That's not a bad size Rusa Deer, 112 to 136. And I can say pretty confidently he will be much closer to the 136 side of that. Now, I think that second shot hit the tree. Getting a vital hit, maybe a different story. We hit something decent there. I kind of doubt we got it, but not going to be a huge deal. That's basically the troll rack, which is why I think he's going to be probably 134 or thereabouts. Finally a decent one, and maybe not the best way to take it down. It actually even generated a high bleed rate, but I'm pretty sure it was just a couple of intestine shots, or flesh and then intestine vertebrae. But he has 136 score, he's right at the top of his estimate, and at least a decent size Rusa as our very first one. Hopefully if we find another good one, we can make a slightly better shot, but we're gonna kind of just swing up through here and see what we run into. And inevitably, because Rusa Deer are Rusa Deer, we've got another one almost the exact same size. And with that pause, that makes it a little bit easier to bring him down. And also inevitably, by the way, we switch spots. This little stretch, like through this ridge, one of my favorite places on the entire map. There's a lot of Rusa Deer, some sandbar, some hog deer. You'll get red fox and stuff in this area too. I like to just run up through here really any time of day. And usually it's one of the better places for Rusa. The one diamond Rusa we have, despite all the trolls, and really Rusa and Kangaroo, are at the forefront of Emerald Trollst being called that, or at least getting that nickname. That was right up in this area when we finally broke through and got ourselves the diamond. So that's another 136, actually a little bit bigger than the last one. Lung shot, that is a little bit more what we want to see. And I do think, unfortunately, that's going to be our last kill. So, go figure, PieBald female hog deer, PieBald male axis deer, and troll sandbar. None, unfortunately, are going to end up in the main lodge, but we will jump back to the second lodge real quick. And we've been on such a tear lately here in Call of the Wild. We've basically been able to go back to the main lodge after every hunt, but not a bad deal. Like, the one thing in this second lodge that we really don't have a lot of slots filled are these smaller plaques. Did I not tax the female hog deer, or did they not go on plaques that small? That is interesting. I kind of forgot about that. Kind of think probably the albino bighorn is better there. I'd imagine we have a spot somewhere here, because the funny thing is the hog deer can go on these smaller platforms, but not the smaller plaques. I mean, this is open. I'd imagine at some stage something was here and we took it down for a thumbnail, but for now, that'll work. And 2 piebalds get added to the second lodge, which, as I've talked about, assuming that a new map comes out that has multiple new species, this second lodge is going to become basically an extension of our main lodge, because we're going to be at a point where we can't display one of every single diamond and all the big rares and stuff that we have in that lodge. But pretty cool, we're getting more and more Emerald Coast trophies in here, and I do think on that note, that's going to do it for this one. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.